Elon Musk thinks Taiwan should be part of China. In a recent interview with the Financial Times, Elon Musk, the world's richest man and CEO of Tesla and Spacex, made some interesting comments regarding the current tensions between China and Taiwan and how these tensions could potentially be solved. Of course, not everyone was happy with Musk's proposal. Want to know exactly what Musk suggested and how his suggestions were received by both China and self-ruling Taiwan? Well, stay tuned for the video. But before we begin, welcome to Elon Musk Times, the place to be for news about Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and today, Elon's take on the China-Taiwan tensions. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure to hit the bell icon to never miss a video. And now, let's dive right in. If we were to say that things have gone swimmingly well for Tesla in China, it would probably be the understatement of the year. Tesla has achieved record numbers in China in both sales and vehicle production, established a foothold and export hub in the country, and, even with stiff competition, built a strong fan base and almost cult following in the country. The U.S. electric vehicle manufacturer announced September sales of 83,000 vehicles in China, an increase of 8% over the previous month. The record monthly tally indicated that supply chain constraints in the nation were reducing and that renovations at its Shanghai site were increasing output. The impressive showing comes at a vital point in Musk's relationship with China. Our billionaire, never far from news headlines, found a way to make new headlines again. With a slew of local rivals weakening Tesla's grip on the premium EV market, Musk's statement on China and Taiwan could not have come at a better time for his company. Although he has received backlash from everyone else aside from China, sales have gone up for Tesla, even if by a meager amount. It just goes to show you that good or bad, publicity is publicity. Tesla's monthly sales in China reached new highs in September, just as Elon Musk received praise from Beijing for suggesting resolving the geopolitical dilemma over Taiwan by putting it in a special administrative zone like Hong Kong. He said in the interview with Financial Times that, quote, "My recommendation would be to figure out a special administrative zone for Taiwan that is reasonably palatable, probably won't make everyone happy," end quote. But what's really happening between China and Taiwan, and why has Musk's suggestion caused an uproar? You see, Taiwan is an island not too far from the coast of southeast China. It sits in the first island chain, which includes a list of territories crucial to U.S. foreign policy. Some Western experts believe that if China takes over Taiwan, it will be freer to project power in the Western Pacific region, even threatening U.S. military bases as far away as Guam and Hawaii. However, China maintains that its intentions are entirely peaceful. Since 1949, Taiwan has been ruled independently of mainland China. China, however, regards Taiwan as a renegade province and promises to unify Taiwan with the mainland in the future. Taiwan, which has a democratically elected government and a population of 23 million, has divided political leaders on the island's status. Cross-strait tensions have risen since Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen was elected in 2016. Tsai has refused to adopt a formula established by her predecessor, Ma Ying-jeou, to allow for more cross-strait connections. Meanwhile, Beijing has become increasingly aggressive, including flying fighter planes close to the island. Some observers believe that a Chinese strike on Taiwan may lead to a conflict between the United States and China. Beijing claims that there is only one China, of which Taiwan is a part. It considers China the sole legitimate government, an approach known as the One China concept, and advocates Taiwan's eventual unification with the mainland. Beijing argues that Taiwan is bound by the 1992 consensus, which was agreed between representatives of the Chinese Communist Party and the Kuomintang, which controlled Taiwan then. However, both sides do not agree on the substance of this so-called consensus. China opposes Taiwan's membership in UN bodies and other international organizations that limit membership to nations. Taiwan frequently criticizes its exclusion, while the U.S. likewise advocates for Taiwan's significant involvement in such groups. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Taipei chastised the World Health Organization for caving into Beijing's demands and continuing to bar Taiwan, which mounted one of the world's most effective COVID-19 responses in the first year of the pandemic, from attending the World Health Assembly as an observer. Ministers from the Group of Seven Nations have advocated for Taiwan to be admitted to WHO meetings. On the other hand, Taiwan is a member of over 40 organizations, such as the Asian Development Bank and the World Trade Organization. It is an observer or has observer status or another status in several other organizations. Only 14 countries have official diplomatic relations with Taiwan, but no government has simultaneously maintained formal diplomatic relations with China and Taiwan. The United States established formal diplomatic ties with China in 1979. At the same time, it cut diplomatic ties with Taiwan and terminated their mutual defense treaty. However, the U.S. retains a strong unofficial connection with the island and continues to supply defensive weapons to the country's military. The primary priority of the United States is to maintain peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait, and it has urged both Beijing and Taipei to do so. In a tweet, China's ambassador to the U.S. congratulated Musk for his comment, calling the plan, quote, the finest path to realizing national reunification, end quote. As a path to unification with China, Beijing has offered Taiwan one nation, two system strategy. Beijing, though, has not excluded forcefully annexing the island. Beijing uses this technique to manage Macau and Hong Kong. Hong Kong was given a significant degree of autonomy under the same one country, two systems concept, but experts believe a new national security statute has now weakened this for the region. Taiwan's de facto ambassador in Washington, B. Kim Xiao, stated, quote, our freedom and democracy are not for sale, end quote. Musk is probably one of the most popular and influential people in the world, particularly on Twitter, where he regularly gets involved in social and geopolitical issues. Multiple Chinese officials, including Beijing's ambassador to Washington, hailed his remarks on Taiwan, but Musk had been entangled in a similar situation recently regarding Russia. Musk was involved in a social media feud with Ukrainian leaders, including President Vladimir Zelensky, last week over his proposals for stopping Russia's incursion. Musk suggested a peace proposal that included rerunning annexation referendums in Moscow-occupied Ukrainian regions, admitting Russian sovereignty over the Crimean Peninsula, and declaring Ukraine neutral. Kiev's ambassador to Germany, Andriy Melnik, replied bluntly, quote, F off is my very diplomatic reply to you, end quote. It's safe to say most people, especially politicians, prefer if Musk stays in his tech lane rather than meddling with geopolitics, but they've not been doing a bang job either. We're no experts ourselves, so we'd leave it to you guys. Alright, so what you guys think? Do you agree with Musk, or do you think Elon should not have meddled in things between China and Taiwan? Please let us know in the comments below, or just leave a fist bump if you like the video. And subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next video. Have the best day, and we'll see you next time.